loves. It's a funeral, not a magician's convention.
They're not white, Gran, they're cream, and they're all that I've got.
That and Lena will have some black ones.
You know, I can't believe you're going to a funeral rather than spend time with Amy.
Babysit, you mean? Ask your mother or Ken.
We're going for a walk.
I can't miss this funeral. She were wealthy, this old lady, according to Lena. Must have been to get a New Year burial. It'll be a good spread.
And what do you think you'll say on your deathbed, Gran? Oh, I wish I spent more time at strangers' funerals. Or I wish I got to know my great-granddaughter better.
I'll wear these as far as Lena's.
Oh, hello. What's happened? Don't tell me the old dear sprang back to life again.
Which old dear?
Well, whoever it was whose funeral you were just gate-crashing.
Oh, I thought you meant Lena.
Well, Lena's not dead, is she? Oh, Mum.
Time passes. Folk die. When you're top of the family tree, you know what's coming.
That must have been a terrible shock.
Warden let us in, 'cause she weren't answering. And there she was. In her funeral clothes.
Let me get you a drink. You've not been sat here on your own, have you?
Died alone. Tracy was saying this morning what I'd say on my deathbed. Wonder what Lena said. Or if anyone will hear my last words.
Mum, you've got us. You never need to be on your own if you don't want to be.
Happen I should say my last words before I go. In case I miss my chance. You could pass them on for me.
Mum, don't talk like that.
Are you listening? You lot, you're all right. Yes, you're all right.
Oh, Mum, we all...
You're not to breathe a word of that to any of them, especially Ken, till I've gone. Got that?
It'll sort itself.
Tracy, are you sure I can't twist your arm about coming to Lena's funeral?
Might be an idea. Show your gran a bit of support.
Actually, it's more for my sake. I mean, I know she was fond of Lena, but the way she's been going on...
Well, it's tempting, but I think I'll give it a miss.
Mother? What are you wearing?
Me and Lena promised that whichever one of us went first, the other would wear red to the funeral.
Why?
This is me 2 fingers to the Grim Reaper. These days, it feels as if he's looking over me shoulder with a hunk of bread, waiting to mop up me remaining friends like the remnants of a gravy dinner.
Mum, a letter arrived for you today. There you go.
It'll be me next, mark my words.
Oh, not this again.
Actually, statistically speaking, I could well die before you, Blanche.
Cheers.
How'd you work that one out?
Well, women on average live 8 years longer than men, so...
You're not going before me. I won't have it.
Not really my decision, Blanche.
Well, it's a race to the finish.
Who'd plan me funeral? You can't leave it to her. It'd be all chicken wings and Johnny Mathis. I want a proper send-off.
Well, suddenly I'm the funeral expert.
You've got a sense of dignity, Kenneth. I've always said so.
Thank you, Blanche.
Well, you must have. Pushing them supermarket trolleys round all them years.
And that, I believe, is my cue. Just remembered something I need to do today.
Oh, that's right. Go on. Nobody wants to be around an old woman with the stench of death on her.
I'll be at the library.
Coward.
Yeah. We'll have to stop off at this solicitor's on the way back.
What for?
Lena's left me something, bless her.
How'd it go? Gran inherit a fortune?
Not quite. Tracy, meet Lady Freckles.
Oh, gorgeous, aren't you? Yes, you are.
Amy loved her.
I know. I thought we were never going to get her to bed, and it was so sweet the way she kept calling her Eccles.
Yeah, well, Lady Freckles is a mouthful for anybody.
You're a little cutie pie, aren't you? Yes, you are.
Still, it's a big responsibility, you know, Mum, having a dog. You know, there's the cost, vet's bills, dog food.
Lena's thought about all that. There's a bequest to Lady Freckles in the will, to keep her in the manner to which she has become accustomed. A tidy little sum, too.
Well, how much?
It's for the dog, not you.
And you're a rich little cutie pie, aren't you? I'm going to have to be very nice to you. Yes, I am.
Oh, this must be a food bowl.
Oh, that is lovely. Hey, Staffordshire as well. Must be worth a bob or two. This is better than any of the china I've got.
Hands off.
You're a little princess, aren't you? Yes, you are.
Are you missing your mum, sweetheart? I know I am.
Champagne, Mother.
Don't knock it.
Me and Lena always said whoever went first, we'd raise a glass of champagne to each other.
Is that all you and Lena ever talked about? Who was going to pop the clogs first?
Mum, do you think you should with your tablets?
Oh, heck yes. At my age, I might never see in another New Year.
She is sweet, though, isn't she? Aren't you, eh? Yes, you are.
Right. To Lena.
Oh, hold your water. Let me take her out first for a wee.
Don't be daft, I'll do that.
You will not. She doesn't want all and sundry gawping at her doing her business. I want her to get used to me.
All right, there you go.
Right, come on.
Bye-bye.
Come on.
See you in a minute. Bye-bye.
Hell, it's your father. I never thought.
He's going to be all right about the dog, isn't he?
Let me do the talking. Hi.
Hello.
Now, before you start, we've got something we want to tell you.
Oh, yes.
There's going to be a little addition to the family.
Oh, no, Tracy!
No, it's nothing to do with me.
Well, don't look at me.
Lady Freckles, she's called.
But we prefer Eccles for short.
It's Lena's dog. She left it to me mum in her will.
After what I was thinking, that's quite a relief.
She's so cute, Dad, and Amy just loves her.
Yeah, oh, she's rather sweet, isn't she?
Don't antagonise her.
You'll have to give her time to get used to you. Sorry.
Oh, no! No trouble at all.
What have you done to her? She's all of a quiver. Come on.
That dog?
Well, Lena's pride and joy. It were a dying wish that I'd take care of her.
Oh, well, don't worry. It can more than take care of itself.
Have you no compassion? She's in mourning.
Yeah, but what about my morning? One of my few remaining pleasures in life is settling down with my Sunday newspaper.
Oh, get away with you. You do now but cuss and shake your head.
Yeah, but I happen to enjoy cussing and shaking my head. Gets it out of my system.
No wonder she's took against you. You're a negative personality. Look, can you blame her for thinking you don't like her?
Oh, on the contrary, she's uncannily perceptive.
Mother, give him his paper.
Oh, let the nasty man have his newspaper.
So, what happens now? Didn't Kurt say something about rolling on your back?
If you think for 1 minute I'm gambling about like a demented half-wit.
Got some Dougie choc drops here.
When did you last see a dog distributing confectionery? The whole point is I replicate canine behaviour.
Oh, well, you have one then.
You're not helping, Deirdre.
Here you go, girl. There.
Give me the bag. look at that. Good old-fashioned bribery. Who needs Kirk's pseudo-psychology? At the door?
What the Eccles come? You're not but a great overgrown kid. She'd better not be hurt.
I'll get it.
It attacked me.
Oh, give over. You got her overexcited. No wonder ramming them down a gullet. You made her hyperactive.
This whole thing's insane. Are we going to take in every stray who lands on our doorstep?
I hope so. I'm pretty stuffed otherwise.
See as how it'd be much trouble for you.
I'm meant to be delivering papers. I can't take a dog with me.
I don't see why. She needs a walk, you see, and me hips play me up something rotten. I'm going to have to spend the day in bed, and that's not fair on the little darling, is it?
Oh, go on then. But she better not hold me back.
Sarita, man, you all right? Yeah.
Supposed to be working.
She's on a break.
Break? We never had breaks in my day. We had bossy foremen and fines if you spent too long on the toilet.
Is that in the war?
How old do you think I am? I were a child when war broke out. I'm talking early 50s. When I were your age, I were working in a mattress factory down by the docks. That were before I had Deirdre and lost my figure.
Blanche, do you reckon girls should spoil fellas?
How do you mean, spoil?
We know, like buying presents and stuff.
No, I don't. I don't hold with any of that women's lib nonsense. Men buy women presents, and women bake pies. It's as simple as that.
Blanche, what are you doing here? I've been knocking at your house. I thought you were going to bed.
Oh, I did. It's amazing what half an hour's lie down can do for a achy hip.
Right, well, here's your dog.
Hello, Keith. Oh, brought a little friend in for a cut and blow.
He's kindly taken her for a walk.
Well, I don't call carrying it about, taking it for a walk.
I've had it on its lead. It stopped at every grass verge between here and Mafeking Terrace. If you ask me, this dog needs taking to the vets. It's got a serious bladder problem. Well, I just wanted to know what time I should pick you up.
Have you got a date?
Yeah, with some ruddy bimeweed.
Ah, is this on your allotment, Keith?
Aye.
The thing is, Keith, I'm ever so sorry. I've got to work all the afternoon now. We're fully booked, aren't we, Maria?
Oh, yeah, rushed off our feet.
Aye. You look it. Oh, well, suit yourself. What do you want me to do with this?
Leave her with Sarah. She's not doing anything. Begrudging me a night out.
I didn't say that.
I'm popping to the Rovers, meeting up with Emily, and then we're off to the Monday Nighters. They've got a woman coming down who's going to show us how to fold novelty napkins.
Can't you take the dog with you?
What, to the Monday Nighters? Half of them have got Zimmers. If Eccles got onto somebody's feet, they'd all go down like dominoes. You wouldn't want that on your conscience, would you?
Well, can't you put it in your room?
Alone? Have you no heart? Her owner is dead, and you want to lock her up out of the way. And there were me, thinking you prided yourself on being a member of the Compassionate Society.
It doesn't like me.
Well, now's your time to bond, isn't it, Eccles? Now's your chance to be best friends with your Uncle Kenny. Blanche, you still got it.
Oh, what's your mum all done up for?
There'll be some poor unsuspecting old codger she's got her eye on.
Yeah?
Hopefully he'll have a big house and she'll move in with him and take Tracy and Amy with her.
You feeling a bit squashed?
You see these programmes on the telly about how families of 10 used to live in these houses, and you wonder. I mean, last night, there was me and Ken, Tracy and Amy, my mum, Adam, and a dog. You couldn't have shoehorned anyone else in.
Anyone else?
I know. Oh, I'm fine, thanks. You've certainly got him trained.
He's what my father used to call a scholar and a gentleman. A scholar because he knows about the Bible. Oh, he knows a lot about a lot of things. Last night at the Bible group, he was very informative about the Gaza Strip. And then later on, he explained the offside rule.
What's that got to do with Jesus?
Well, nothing.
This is what you do in a Bible group, is it? I mean, just sit around discussing football? You should stick that on a billboard outside the church. You'd soon fill the place up.
No. You see, Ed was referring to the disciples as a football team. Obviously, after Judas Iscariot had betrayed him and there were only 11.
Who were goalie?
Blanche. Anyway, you're obviously enjoying this group.
Oh, I am. Well, it's been ages since I felt so fired up about my faith. It is important to me.
We know.
I try not to be too evangelical about it, but if either of you ever fancied becoming
My days sitting about in drafty churches are well over.
I'm afraid I'm with Blanche. I can't see God approving of the life I've led.
I don't know. He ate with thieves and prostitutes, didn't he?
What are you implying?
I'm just saying. It was a python you used in that erotic act of yours, wasn't it?
It was a trombone. And it wasn't erotic. It was exotic.
I don't see what's so exotic about a trombone.
Well, you'd have to see it, really. Anyway, the important thing is to see a bit of colour back in Emily's cheeks. You've been feeling a bit down, haven't you?
It's the same every winter. It'll be spring in no time. And it's been a blessing meeting Ed. He really has been a tonic.
The Eileen Grimshaw's on the prowl again.
A woman can't chat to a man, can she? Without you blackening her character.
Is she your neighbour?
Eileen, yes.
Yeah, I bumped into her the other day. Is that not her husband with her?
Eileen Grimshaw? She's never had a ring on her wedding finger. But she has had 2 sons from different fathers. And one of them turned out to be a homosexual. Not the father, that is. The son. Mind, there's no knowing with her. Trouble follows her around like a bad smell.
So, is it a boyfriend?
If you're fishing to see if Eileen's single, yes, she is.
Going through the streets, dragging a yapping, totally untrained hound behind me. Suppose we met some children and it went for them.
She wouldn't go for any children.
Anyway, she's not yapping now. Are you sure you didn't have a collar too tight?
Or you were pulling her and trying to go too fast.
Oh, I see. It must be my fault.
Well, look at her now. You couldn't have a better dog. We all know he isn't always nice, don't we? But we have to forgive him, don't we?
Forgive me? Oh, I see. The dog forgives me, does it?
Oh, come on, Ken.
Thank you, Eccles. Thank you for your forgiveness.
It's no use getting all sarcastic. Dogs don't like sarcasm.
Oh, do they not? Sorry, I didn't realise. What about irony? Do they like that? Onomatopoeia? Rhyming couplets?
We'll not listen to what that silly man says. We won't listen to a word of it.
Good luck, love.
Is it all right if we join you?
Of course.
We thought we'd left you to sulk for long enough. Large vodka and tonic, please.
And?
Red wine, please.
And don't worry, we've not brought the dog.
Good. Another half bitter red wine and a large vodka and tonic, Violet, please.
Right, yes, sir.
Look, they'll be bound to taking care of her, lovey.
It's agreed then. If Ken doesn't get on with Eccles, then Eccles will have to go.
I'd rather we said if Eccles doesn't get on with me.
OK, if Eccles doesn't get on with you.
I've never known a better-natured dog. And I know Lena never had any trouble with her.
Yes, but then I had trouble with Lena, too, didn't I? So maybe her spirit's living on in Eccles. Anyway, yes, we'll try again, but...
Here we go.
We buy a muzzle, and when I take it out, it wears it.
And would you like to wear a muzzle whenever you went out?
Oh, I have to wear one too?
Mother, this is not helping. OK, we'll try her with a muzzle. Yes?
Look, with
You are invited to the premiere of Carry On Away.
I don't think I've seen that one. I remember Carry On Abroad. Hattie Jakes with this big
Not
Spanish...
carry on, Blanche. Carry on, as in dead or putrefying flesh.
Oh, you put me right off my hot pot now.
No, it's an exhibition at Weatherfield Gallery for Hilary Sanders.
Who? She's an artist. More shock value than substance, some might say.
What's she done then?
Well, there was one particularly controversial sculpture of Baden-Powell, made entirely from condemned meat.
What, even his woggle?
It's everything. Yes, she was burnt in effigy at more than one jamboree, but her work does seem enormously challenging. Apparently, it's a searing indictment of all mankind's ills from the Industrial Revolution onwards.
I like Rolf Harris, me.
Hilary Sanders is no Rolf Harris.
Who is? Oh, them animals love him. You can see it in their eyes. He could teach you a thing or two.
So why have you been invited to this exhibition then?
Because she's only painted me and our Jack. A famous artist, yeah. And it's getting unveiled today. We're guests of honour, being models like.
You pair models? Oh, give over. Only artists your Jack rubs shoulders.
Now, listen here, you. If you don't believe me, come yourself then. It's free admission.
So it should be. I'll come, all right. We'll all come.
Good. Because me and my husband were models for our latest painting.
It's a still life, see? Elbow aside, life doesn't come any stiller than a Jack.
Do you know I'll swing for you?
Where's your portrait then, Vera?
It's not been unveiled yet.
I thought as much. We'd have heard the screams.
Mother.
Oh, let her carry on with the sarky remarks. Yeah, she'll laugh on the other side of her face when it's unveiled.
So will you, by the look of this one.
What? Yeah, but she does proper paintings and all.
See, look at that flesh. As it says here, so robust and yet at the same time so vulnerable, teetering on the brink of moral and physical corruption.
No, I'm sorry, Roy. At best, it's a poor man's bacon.
A bacon, you're saying? They should have put it over there with that horrible egg.
Yeah, you've not posed in the buff, have you?
Have we eckers like?
Oh, thank the Lord. Be like a couple of plates of undressed tripe.
Look, if you've not good to say, why don't you just go home?
You invited me. Any road. Having seen these monstrosities, I wouldn't miss your unveiling for the world.
Which one?
Early attempt at the Flying Scotsman.
No, which gallery?
Oh, Vision On. Do you remember it?
Oh, yeah, it was a deaf programme on TV.
Tony Hart, he said, Roy has used cotton wool for the smoke in his painting. And then he looked straight down the camera and said, very effective, Roy.
Tony Hart? Now, he were a proper artist.
Yes, not quite Renaissance man, though. He didn't know the difference between smoke and steam.
Yeah, what was that tune they used to play after he'd said, and now the gallery? What was that music?
Oh, I know. It's on the tip of my tongue.
It's no Roy.
I would know it if I heard it.
Oh, that's going to drive me mad now. What was it?
Hey, Jack. Listen, while our back's turned, shall we open the curtain and see if we do look like dead bodies or something?
Oh, why spoil the surprise?
He's like this every Christmas. Always wants to open the presents early.
Oh, so that's why we're getting him in January then, is it?
If you hadn't have got your Christmas box when you did, we wouldn't be stood here now, would we?
Oh, you're right.
Right, anybody want to top up?
Not for me, thanks, Jack.
Go on then, I'll have one. Steady my nerves.
It's nice one. One for wife. Eh?
keep looking over and smiling at us. Have you noticed?
Yes, this is not for us, Vera. I think we should go.
Where? Oh, that's because of all the... Why can't you just relax and enjoy being centre of attention?
Are we ready for the grand unveiling?
We can't wait.
Not long now.
I hope not. I've got to get back to work this afternoon.
Have you all seen my students' work in the next room?
No, we're only interested in your work, you see.
Oh, but Jack, darling, it's the wonderful bit.
Hilary, me and Vera have only come to see your painting, you know, and then we're going to go because we're not interested in anything else.
Narrow-minded of you, Jack. Isn't your introduction to the art world whetted your appetite?
No.
Well, I mean, if you go and have a look over there...
No, we don't want to know.
Mind you, if we've got time...
Vera, no.
We can't do any harm.
It can.
Why?
Well, do you remember Hilary's original idea?
Oh, you mean the dead body thing?
Yeah, the dead body thing, yes. But it's like a morgue in there.
Do you mean worse than in here?
Oh, 10 times worse. It is gruesome. You do not want to go in there.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I know. No respect.
I don't know how you lot can stand there looking at that. Turns my stomach to think of it.
Come on.
She's right, you know. I'm on the brink of regurgitating me vol-au-vent.
I don't think she realises it.
As her employer, do you think I have some kind of obligation?
You're not thinking of buying one, are you?
Good Lord, no. No, I was wondering whether I had to tell her.
Oh, I don't think Jack'll thank you.
No, this place smacks enough of the charnel house already.
She's been a silly girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes, as an artist, one knows.
Do you think it'll show Vera in the nude?
I don't know. When Vera Duckworth first screamed down the phone at me in defense of her husband, when I felt the full, wonderful, primeval temper, I knew that this was a woman not to be messed with. But more than that, I knew that this was a marriage that was crying out to be celebrated. A picture paints 1,000 words. So why don't I just shut up and let it speak for itself? The Duckworths.
Oh. Jack.
What?
It's fantastic.
Oh, it's not bad, that, is it?
It's fantastic.
Right, well, we can go now.
Hold on.
I've never seen you looking so good, Jack.
Thank you, Blanche.
That's the way you should always look.
Keep it buttoned, Blanche.
No, you keep it buttoned for everyone's sake.
Yeah, I'm gonna go have a closer look.
Look, I'm begging you. Don't send out. Don't let her go in that flaming room. There's a drink in it for everyone.
Jack, here.
Thanks very much for inviting me, Jack, but I've got to be getting back to work now.
Yes, me too. Very revealing.
Do you think I've got away with it?
Oh, where is she now?
The ladies, I think. She asked me for directions a couple of minutes ago.
You must be very proud.
Oh, I am, yeah.
I think it's amazing how you keep still for so long.
Well, I didn't find it easy, but our Jack has had a lot of practice over years.
That doesn't surprise me. Does he always fall asleep on the job?
You are?
Does he always fall asleep? When I was doing him, he fell asleep.
What are you talking about?
He took his clothes off and then he was out like a light.
Do you know, I thought I saw you with your eye on him.
I couldn't help myself. He's got lovely skin, fantastic texture and loads of it, which is ideal for me because I need to practice my skin. That's mine behind you, next to the full frontal.
Look, as soon as she gets back, we'll get out of here, eh? Anybody want to share a taxi? I'll pay.
Oh, very kind of you.
Well, that's the least I can do. For a while there, I thought my next journey was going to be an ambulance.
Yeah, hang on.
You've done it again, haven't you? You've turned my proudest moment into total embarrassment.
You'll have to pay for that, darling.
Oh, he'll pay till day dies. He'll be in that double plot in cemetery quicker than he thinks where he's carrying on. Get out!
Well, there goes our free taxi.
I think it were worth it. Eccles? 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 I saw the bones.
Oh, for the last time. It were leftover chicken.
Why the hell would Schmeichel want to eat that scrawny little mutt?
He only steals the finest. He's a connoisseur.
He's a cannibal, that's what he is. I've seen the way he's been looking at her. He won't harm a fly. Tell it to the judge. I'm calling the police.
You do that. It'll save us having to drive you to the loony bin.
He's a dog murderer.
Well, according to you, he's eaten all evidence.
I don't fancy your chances of getting a confession out of him.
Blanche, I've got something to
Shut
say.
up. Just fetch us the police.
Go on. I could do with a giggle.
I want that monster locked up.
Les?
Now, Tim, the flaming dog.
What happened?
The brute's killed Eccles. I saw him supping her marrow with my own eyes.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm afraid there's been some mistake. Come on,
Hands
Blanche.
off. I want justice for my lass.
I lost her.
You what?
Took her for a walk on the wreck and she ran off.
Eccles is gone?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oi! You owe us an apology, you old battleaxe! Get on phone to solicitor. See what you can get us for slander. Come on.
I hope you're proud of yourself.
I've said I'm sorry, Blanche.
Ah, you weckers like. I should get the RSPCA onto you. What sort of a man abandons a poor, helpless animal?
Look, for the last time, I searched everywhere for her.
You couldn't have. Otherwise you'd have found her. No. I'll tell you where she is. Up there. Pining away in God's own kennel. I hope she haunts you.
Haunts me? That dog made my life hell from the minute you brought her home.
Dogs are very sensitive. They don't take to disliking someone for no reason. She knew you were going to leave her to die somewhere.
No, she's not dead.
Oh, like you care. I'm surprised you haven't cracked open the champagne.
If anything has happened to Eccles, I'll buy you another dog.
You can buy us a new heart while you're at it. Eagle go. Eccles! That's my girl. Oh.